Our next guest launched a real estate company with a $1,000 loan, and she turned it into a $5 billion business. Wow. It's that street smart savvy that made viewers fall in love with her as a shark on ABC's Shark Tank, and now on her new podcast, Business Unusual, where she uses that expertise and her life experience to help answer any and all business questions.
And she is answering some of our questions today and some viewer questions. There she is, business expert, real estate mogul, Barbara Corcoran. Always good to see you. And we want to remind people, you at some point had 22 jobs at some point in your life. Now, as you sit here now, what is maybe one of the biggest things you took away from an experience of having 22 jobs?
What I learned is that your boss is a lot more important in your happiness than the job you're doing.
So today, it's all about business with Barbara, and we have some viewer questions for you. So I'll start with the first one. The housing market has been turned upside down during this pandemic. First-time buyers with good credit are being edged out by others making all-cash offers. So any advice for how to succeed in a seller's market?
All that is exactly true. You know, prices have jumped 15% in the last year alone. I've never seen that happen in my whole career in real estate. But because of that, there's a shortage of houses. So you've got to compete for the house you want. And not a lot of people are comfortable with competition because 6 out of 10 houses are sold at bidding wars. And that's what you're going to find. So I think to win that bidding war, you have to do 2 things. One, you have to get pre-approved for your financing before you go out shopping so that you could put your bid in as an all-cash bid. You've got the financing in your pocket. So you say, this is an all-cash bid. And secondly, you should waive the contingency that most buyers are comfortable with. And instead, hire a contractor, just come in and see the house. He'll tell you what's wrong with it so you won't sign up. You wouldn't sign up for a clunker by accident, but waive that contingency. And the reason being is then you can put in your bid as an all cash, no contingency bid that sellers love, and you'll put your bid to the front of the line.
Wow.
The only way to win a house in this war.
All right. Well, next question here. Pandemic has left many on shaky financial ground. Barbara, how do you rebuild after disaster? What should we focus on first?
Well, remember, it's so hard to build wealth or to put yourself straight when you're stuck in a hole. And that's how people feel when they're in debt. So I think there are a few things you have to do. Number one, you should sit down and make a list of all your debts. You got to see what you're doing. You see who you owe the money to and how much you owe. It's not fun. Nobody likes to do it, but it's where you have to start. Number two, you have to pay off your high interest credit card first. That'll kill you that monthly interest that is interest on interest. It eats you alive. Number three, you have to see really what you're spending your money on. And a lot of people don't pay attention to little things. But let me tell you, the little things like subscription, food deliveries, Amazon, all add up. So when you get a firm handle on that, you'll start to see where that money is just flying out the window. And then if you have multiple credit cards, you should go to a reputable company to consolidate your debt. And when I say reputable, you can Google search them, make sure the user reviews are excellent, or you could get in with the wrong crowd. But they will save you so much money on interest rates if you have multiple credit cards.
Always. Excellent advice. Barbara Corcoran, thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations on the new podcast. We'll urge everyone to get a lot more of Barbara's indispensable advice right there on that podcast. Again, it's called Business Unusual. And of course, catch Barbara on Shark Tank Friday nights right here on ABC.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.